Hi everyone, this is Tim, and welcome to your YouTube weekly Angel Oracle card reading for this week, June 16th through June 22nd. I hope you all are doing well, and this video finds you doing happy and healthy and somewhat sane with all of this Mercury retrograde business that's going on. I don't know how this has been affecting you, but it's been interesting for me. So let's see what the angels have in store for us for this week. And this week I'm guided to use the Messages from Your Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. So I've already got the deck here, prayed over it. I'm going to give it a quick shuffle, and just to see what messages that one wants to come out. So let's go with that one there. Oh, they're really speaking today, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, Mercury has just been really wreaking havoc. And those of you, if you're not familiar with Mercury retrograde, you probably want to look into that. It's all about whenever Mercury goes retrograde, all really communication just kind of goes a little haywire. This could be, most likely, it's communicative problems due to like electrical, like computers go down, bank drafts, like for me. I got paid Thursday evening. I saw it went into my account, and Friday when I got to work, I got an email, and every single employee's paycheck that went into their account was automatically reversed. So they had a huge snafu about having to struggle and try and get those amounts back into the accounts before the end of the day. That's Mercury retrograde. It will also be in the form of just communicative problems. Contracts get delayed. There's also different aspects as it relates to just things got kind of going out of whack. So really, as you're talking to people, they may do a complete 180 of what you've told them to do. So when this occurs, I always advise people to really watch how you're communicating with people. It's so important, especially with how I've been feeling for this month due to our relationships. So really, really explain your feelings and what you're thinking with friends, family, relative, to try and get your point across so that it's clear. And if you have to follow up with people, follow up with people. Because I'm going to tell you, you may think that you're on the same page, but in some cases, it's not the case. So, all right, let's go ahead and get you started here. The first card here is Athena. And her message says, it's safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Now, what I feel with this card is that you may feel that it's not safe for you to be powerful, when in reality it is. They want you to know that it is okay for you to use the power that you have in a loving and gentle way as long as it's for the highest good of all. I feel this is spiritual power. As long as it's not egoic power, you have complete 100% assurance that everything is fine. When we operate out of a spiritual level, nothing can truly go wrong, okay? Because it is for the highest good for all. When we operate out of ego, that's when things can kind of run amok and where we get in trouble. This is also saying that you may be feeling like your power is out of balance, especially as the sensitivity of what we've been experiencing. Just try and know that it is safe for you to utilize that power as long as it's in a gentle and loving manner. You may also feel that you may be feeling that it's unsafe for you to intervene in on another person's behalf because you see a situation that you know is incorrect or that is wrong, and you're fearful of confronting that individual on, hey, I want to tell you this, but I don't want to step on your toes. Just kind of think before you speak this week, especially not only this week, but for the rest of the month, again, as long as we're in this retrograde. Which confirms the second card here, which is patience. And it says here that now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. Now, this is the action for the week, which is really the power that you have that you're wanting to utilize. They're saying to hold back on that just for this moment, for the first couple of days with this week. They're also saying you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle just yet. With the studying, this can be doing more research, and definitely doing more research and reading up on any information before you act, before you speak, before you utilize that power. So this is just kind of a reflective month, or I should not say month, but week here, in utilizing your energies to do more investigative work, study, read, research, and that way you can gather all of that information and incorporate that to determine what action steps that you need to take. As we move into the weekend, the card here is Adriana. And she says that I am helping you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Now that's interesting because I was going to also say that dream work's going to be really, really popping up for a lot of us, not only between now, but I'm going to tell you for the next 5 months. Why is that? Because not only are we in a Mercury retrograde, we're also in a Neptune retrograde, and that goes until November. So at this present time, for this entire month of June, we have 2 planets in retrograde, and one's about communication, which is Mercury. And the other planet, Neptune, is really about, when that goes retrograde, people have a tendency to get delusional, okay? And they live in their own fantasy world and fantasy land. But this is also a time when that goes retrograde that you can use that time to really tap into your intuitive powers, because that also becomes stronger for us. So as the intuitive powers become stronger, so does the dream work. So you're going to be getting a lot of dream messages, and the angels will help you communicate. They're communicating with you, I should say, through dream work. So invite them into your dreams to help you find the action steps that you need to take. As I see all of this entire spread, it is saying it's safe definitely for you to be powerful, but to stop and think and reflect before you act upon what goals that you're pursuing for this week, messages that you may want to be relaying to other individuals, and listen to their guidance. Listen to the angelic guidance that you're being given through your dreams. Also notice any repetitive patterns that you're seeing, such as numbers, messages, names, signs. That is our angelic realm's way of communicating with us. So take action when you see that. Lovely messages for this week. I wish you all well. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Have a wonderful time, everyone. Bye.